question has been all around social media and all around the world over years and decades and generations. But I'll officially answer this as a black man. This question has been asked on why are black men so angry, and why are black men angry? There are multiple reasons why that black men are angry, and I can speak on behalf of a black man because of my skin color and because of me being a black man, which technically I'm half black and half white. So I could speak on behalf of the white man, but my skin is black. So I have to speak on behalf of us black men all around the world. One of the reasons why that we're angry, those with the slavery and the Jim Crow era took a toll on us. Not only on us in the future, black men in present, but to our past black ancestors all around the world. For generations, centuries, and decades, we had to see our black men, women, and children beat, black families beat to death, tortured, suffered, all because of slavery and because of the white man, which technically, if you want to put it down about it with slavery, it was, yes, the white man took advantage of us being in slavery, but it was mostly because of us black people, the reason why we got in slavery, because of the black light skinned people and the black dark skinned people could not get along. So when we turned on each other, of course the white man took advantage, and that's how slavery came about. But on this level, we've seen a lot of people suffer, our ancestors, over the years and decades with slavery in the Jim Crow era. So that's one of the reasons why that we are still angry to this day. And another reason why that we're still angry is because of opportunities everywhere. Like, for example, jobs. We see a white man or a white woman have a job before us, and some of us knowing that we have better education, some of us knowing that we have better sense, some of us knowing that we have a better chance, but a lot of corporations and governments see a white face, and because they see a white face, a lot of corporations and governments would rather have a white face versus a black face. Now, I'm not saying all corporations and all governments and all businesses do this, but the majority of them see white faces, and they'd rather see white faces than black faces. And for us, the lack of money, the lack of income is the reason why that we're so angry as black men. And from Married to Medicine, Dr. Simone's son, Michael, put out a good point. He's like, we see a lot of white families and white people have money, but yet us black people, we struggle every day. And then Dr. Simone countered that, and she said, well, that is true, but look at how successful some of them are versus compared to us. And she had a point there. With us black people, black families, and income, we draw less a lot of times versus white families. And all the reason of that is because of slavery. When slavery ended, black people hardly had any opportunities to. It took a toll on us a lot. There were a lot of black people that made it, but the few that made it ended up getting punished for it. And it's great to see black families successful. Anytime that we see black families and black men successful, that is a great sign overall. And not only that, but I believe for black men, it's the lack of sex and the lack of intimacy is some of the reasons why that we struggle and that we're so angry. Now, over the years, us black men have got a lot better opportunities with intimacy with women. Us black men have got a lot of better chances with women and sex in general, overall. And us black men, we definitely know how to have great sex. Well, put it this way, 90% of us black men know how to have great sex, officially. There's a few black men that struggle, but the majority of us, 90% of us, know what we're doing in the bedroom. And the lack of sex can cause you to be angry a lot of times, especially if you don't have none. And there's a lot of women that love black men. And there's a lot of women over the years that have fallen for black men and that have got with black men. But there's still a majority of 20% of us black men that hardly even get any from any women. And if we don't have love from women, it does hurt us in the inside, black men. A lot of black men won't say this because they don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. A lot of black men don't want to lose opportunities. But when we don't have intimacy from us as black men, then we get angry, very angry. And when we finally do get intimacy from a woman, sometimes we don't know how to handle and control ourselves. So that's some of the reasons why that the lack of relationships end up not falling great. That's why sometimes the lack of relationships end up very badly. And that's why sometimes that black men don't get relationships like our white brothers, like our white men, like our international brothers, our international men, is because sometimes with those black men, it may take us a while to get a woman. Now, for some majority of us black men, we get women right away, and we have great sex with women right away. But there's a few of us, 20% of us black men, that never even have a chance to have real intimacy and really never have a chance to have sex with women at all. And when we finally do get it, it's like we don't know how to control ourselves. We don't know how to handle things correctly. And by doing this, sometimes we go off the deep end and we don't know how to communicate very well with women sometimes. But that's just some of the reasons on why us black men, we struggle when it comes to being angry and everything. It's not that we don't want to be angry, it's because we're tired of being angry. But with the lack of intimacy, the lack of sex with women, jobs, with money, with income, with the overheard of slavery and the Jim Crow era, and law enforcement, police officers. There's a lot of black men that have a tough time with officers in law, with law enforcement. And that's some of the reasons why that we are angry, is because we're afraid to get pulled over. And when we do get pulled over, we have an attitude or we run. But that's just some of the reasons why that we are angry as black men. And I hope that over time that we can get over our anger issues and we can work on our anger issues. But shout outs to all the YouTube Live Nation in the chat, and HN and Kim Scott. HN and Kim Scott, I appreciate you both being in the YouTube Live Nation chat.